devotees, all of you who have assembled here today. And as I always say, this time of the week is the best time for me because I get a chance to be with all of you. So I really mean it from my heart, and I really cherish this time. So how is everyone doing today? Happy? Healthy? Good? Nice, very nice. So as always, today Ansh has joined first time, right, Ansh?
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Yes. So maybe you tell a little bit about yourself so the other friends, devotees from different parts of the globe can know you, and then we'll take it from there.
So, my nickname is Ansh, but my real name is Garv. But I prefer if you call me Ansh, that's fine. So, and I play soccer, and I like reading stories about Krishna.
Awesome. And where are you located? Which part
I,
of the
I
world?
live I live in Wesley Chapel.
Wesley Chapel. So that's near Tampa. So they're in Tampa
Yes.
area. So I was blessed to get chance to meet Ansh yesterday at his home, and I was really impressed by his hearing and his ability to recite stories, to narrate stories about Krishna. He narrated the story about Brahma Vimohana Leela. So I thought I would be very blessed by his association in the class. So I thought, and we all will be blessed to have each other.
Thank you,
So let's
Prabhuji.
welcome Ansh by 3 times, loudly chanting, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So Ansh, what we do here is basically for the first 10, 12 minutes, we all have our Japa Mala, because this is like the real solution to cleanse our mind of
Okay.
all the impurities. So we do one
Yes.
round of chanting together, which we are going to begin in about 30 seconds from
Can
now.
I get my mala?
Yeah, please go. It's the right time to get it. Yeah, please do. So we will chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and then we will have some discussion. So everyone ready for that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, so we will get our Japa Mala and chant. This is like our ticket back home, back to Godhead. Okay? Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. And as I always say, some of you can unmute if you wish. And let's try to chant from our hearts as we really mean to call Krishna, right? We really mean to call him to come in our hearts, to purify our hearts. That's what our intention is. We're not doing this just because I am asking you to do it. We are doing this because we're really meaning to call Krishna. Please come, my dear Lord Krishna. You're my friend, my mother, my father, my everything. Please come and help me and always protect me. I'm yours, you're mine, and we both are each other's. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Everyone
Krishna
sit
Krishna
properly,
Krishna
try to
Hare Hare
focus,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
properly, try to
Hare Hare
focus.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakti Vrinda. Hare Krishna, thank you so much. I hope you all were able to chant one round of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra on your beads. Thank you so much. I see some of you joined a little late. Navya, Isha, Vinita, Arna, Ovi, Athar. Thank you for joining. Binayak also joined. Binayak Prabhu, there seems to be something, a little bit issue with the audio. Can you please reconnect? Can you drop and connect again? How is everyone doing? Athar, I can't see you. Avni, Ovi, I can't see you. Don't be shy. Anyone wants to share anything really special, anything running, and anything you're bubbling with joy to tell, and you can't wait, you can't hold your seats to just tell me what special thing you want to tell to the whole world today. Okay, Karina wants to share something. Yes, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Tandra Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, yesterday, we went to Balaram Seva Prabhuji's house and for Bhakti Vriksha Prabhuji, and it was really fun, and the prasadam was really nice. We had a very nice gatha because the Nayana Abhiram Prabhuji shared some stories, and the kids, me and the kids were like very pleased with it, and it was nice, Prabhuji.
Oh, so happy to hear you had a wonderful experience. Isha, what's up? Go ahead.
Yesterday we went to a festival, and there was this poster making. So I did it was a competition, and I won first prize, and I got
Oh wow, you got a trophy. Wow,
a trophy.
Very bold. Excellent. Everyone please clap. Let's give her our best wishes and congratulations that she won the first prize in the poster. Did you offer this to Krishna? Did you show Krishna that you got a trophy?
Yes.
Very nice. Good job. Binayak, what's on your mind?
Hare Krishna, Pradeep, and Pranam, Uncle Shishya Prabhupada. On last Saturday, we went to the celebration of Gaur Purnima at Ayappa Temple, and it was really fun. And then on the next day, I didn't know, but when I woke up, my mom was like, "Do you guys want to go to Alachua?" We didn't even know, and we went for the whole day. It was also fun. Hare Krishna.
Wow, Hari Bol. That's awesome. Very nice. I'm so glad. I think most of you had spring break, so you spent good time there in visiting new places, visiting devotees, having good prasad, going fun time. And I'm happy to see you. You're back again, happy and healthy. So very, very happy. And today Ansh has also joined. So very glad to see Ansh as well. So let's talk about some verses. Who learned a new verse between now and last time we met? Any new verse anyone learned? Okay, I think this is something you all need to pay attention. Navya has learned. Go ahead, Navya. Please tell which verse you have learned.
I learned number 1 of Nectar of Instructions.
Oh, really? Let's hear that. That's awesome.
Vacho vegam manasakroda vegam jiva vegam udarapasta vegam etan vegan yovisheta dhira sarvam apimam prithvim sashishya.
Excellent. This is excellent. You're very scholarly. Very good. Avani, which verse you have learned?
I also did the first verse of Nectar of Instructions.
Really? Please tell.
Vacha vegam manasakroda vegam jiva vegam udarupasta vegam etana veganyo vishaheta dhira sarvam apiman pritavim sashishyat. Hi, Bo.
Well, wonderful. Who knows the meaning of this verse? In your words. Vinita, please tell.
Hare Krishna, it went like one who can control the urges of their tongue and like their bellies, their genitals, and the actions of anger is a learned person, I think.
Is learned and speaking, right? Or just speaking. And he or she is the real master because they have mastered their own mind and senses, right? That's a much bigger victory than getting victory over a big kingdom. Getting victory over our own mind and senses. You think so? Right? Is it easy? It's not easy, right? You all agree? To control mind and senses, that means mind and senses work the way the intelligence wants it to work, or the way it is really beneficial for us. But how many times, raise your hand, it has happened to you that mind and senses drag us to what they want us to do, right? And it's not healthy for us, and we end up doing it, right? Whether it's playing, video games, or it's, eating stuff which is unhealthy for us and stuff like that. So very good. You two learned this verse. What was the previous verse before this verse? Beyond knows that. Please tell.
I know the number.
What's the number?
2.69.
269. Who knows that? Who knows 269 of Bhagavad Gita? Yah Nisha Nairas Sarva Bhutana. Right? You remember that? What is? Yes, Karina, go ahead.
2.69, right, Babaji?
Yes.
Okay. Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutanam Tasyam Jagarti Samyami Yashyam Jagrati Bhutani Shanisha Pashyato Mune.
Very good, very good. Excellent. Who knows the meaning of this verse? 269? Who knows the meaning? Vedi, please tell.
What is night or the regular beings is the time of awakening for the wise, learned person, and what is night for the wise, learned person is daytime for the not wise people.
Very good.
Hare Krishna.
Very good. In essence, their habits are contrasting, right? So we should not just follow the herd, right? What does that mean? Who will explain that? Ansh, go ahead.
That basically means like if someone's doing something, you're not supposed to like automatically follow them. Like if someone's doing some bad stuff, then you shouldn't follow them. You should actually do some good stuff. So hope other people follow you.
Very good. Excellent. And majority of the people follow the herd. Do you know that? And majority of the people follow the bad direction. Correct? Why? Because it's easy. Right? Right? It's easy. But to live, to go against the current, right? How many of you have taken bath in a river, in a flowing river, where there is current, like Ganga or any other, like where there is current and it's pulling you in one direction? Have you taken bath? Okay, where did you take bath? In that, which river?
Well, I didn't take a bath, but over spring break when we went to the beach, the current was going this way and I was trying to go this way. So I know it was very hard to push against it.
It's very hard, right? So I'll use some drawing. So let's say imagine this is like a river flowing, it is flowing in this direction. Okay. So there is like turbulent water. And we are here, let's say. Okay. We are here. What's upstream? Do you know this? Upstream, downstream? You know this concept? So upstream is you are going against the current. This will be upstream, right? The current is this direction, and downstream is this way, right? What's easy? Where is it easy to go? Upstream or downstream? Up is thumbs up or thumbs down? Upstream is thumbs up, downstream is thumbs down. Which stream is easy? Thumbs down. Down is going easy. Going this way is easy. Why? Because everyone is going this way. Then the current is naturally going this way. So that's what happens in this world. What majority are doing, others also end up doing that. Correct? Can anyone give example where you just did what majority was doing and then you realize it was not the right thing? Okay. What you did, what majority was doing, and then you realized, oh my God, that was not the right thing. Who can share an example from your experience? Yes, Karina.
Hare Krishna Babaji. This is like a long time ago when I was like 7 or something. Like we had to like turn in some homework, and like I didn't get to finish the homework, or I didn't get to do the homework, and then like I had a close friend that was there, and I copied off of her homework, and then a lot of other people copied off the homework too. But then I gave it to the teacher. Turns out every single answer was wrong.
Right. This is a classic example. Thank you for sharing. Yes, Ansh, what's in your mind?
I was saying once, like, if a teacher, like this happened to one of my friends, a teacher asked a question in the class, but he was talking to someone else, so he didn't listen to the question. And then everyone, like, we were supposed to write it on like a whiteboard. So he just saw a bunch of people's whiteboard. So he copied that down on his whiteboard, but it turned out the answer was wrong. So he got it wrong as well.
A similar situation to what happened. So see,
Yes.
and in life, so we should always be thoughtful, introspective, and live life not as per what the herd is doing, but what is recommended by our teachers, our well-wishers, our parents, our scriptures like Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, what we are doing is reading Gita to nourish our intelligence, to make wise, bold decisions, even if it means going upstream or downstream. And majority of the time, you know, if we take the path which the herd is following, right, we'll not get to the right path. For example, majority of the people are sleeping in early morning, correct? Majority of the people get up late. But we all know that getting up early is very good for our health, our bhakti, our studies, in every aspect. You agree? Majority of the people do not live a healthy, balanced life, correct? They don't eat healthy food. We all know it's good for us, but majority don't do it. You agree with that? Good. Okay, so we covered, last time some of you were not present, so I want to spend a little time on the verse we covered. We covered this first verse. Again, the recordings are available, but we covered this verse talks about different urges, different temptations. And it's very important in life to control temptations or control, because they come with a lot of speed. We covered about the urge for speaking, called Vacho Vegam, Manasa Krodha Vegam, the urge of anger, Jiva, Jiva means tongue, Jiva Vegam, the urge of the tongue, primarily referring to eating, Udara means belly, right? We all like to fill up our belly, right, with nice food. Upastha, Udarupastha means the genitals which are situated close to the belly. We have to control them and not be tempted by the temptations of watching inappropriate content on the internet or getting into these affairs which these days young boys and girls end up doing, and they get distracted from their studies in schools and colleges. You all know what I'm talking about, right? It's not healthy, and they get into so many wrong things. So as a student, which all of you are, the focus is to have single pointed attention on your studies. You are going to school not to the main focus is to be good in studies. And yes, we should have friends and stuff, but we should have a respectful distance, and we should know where to how much is too much and how much is we should set the boundaries clearly. Okay, then we talk about one who can control these urges can practically conquer the world, which we want all of you to be. You're all future leaders. You all are future leaders in every aspect. Some of you will be going to politics, some of you will be teachers, some of you will be engineers, some of you will be doctors, some of you will be in leading roles in society, maybe a governor, maybe a PM, president, right? But any role you play, any role you may have in future, but this is the main role. The main role is to master our mind and senses. Then whatever role we do will be meaningful. So last time we focused on the urge of, now when I take a pause, that means you have to type, okay? You have to type and respond to me using the chat box, right? So last time we pretty much covered one urge in detail. And what was that urge? Yeah, the urge of tongue. Yes, the urge of tongue, right? Primarily eating. Many of you wanted to talk about the urge of anger also. So today I thought that we will cover this urge of anger. Has anyone, do you think it's a good topic? Urge of anger. Anyone has this issues, anger issues? Or you're all, how many of you are free from anger? You never get angry. You have never spoken loudly to anyone ever in your life. Right? You have never thrown tantrums. Or you never thrown things. So I guess, okay. How many of you think that there is room for improvement in anger, in dealing with anger, right? Good. Myself too, right? We all are work in progress. We all are trying to improve, right? We all have shortcomings. And a humble person like yourself knows that I am vulnerable. You understand this word vulnerable? How many of you know this word vulnerable? Most of you know. Who's going to explain what is this meaning? Jashid, go ahead. Please tell, what does it mean? I am vulnerable.
I don't know the exact meaning, Prabhuji, but I'll just say what I think it is.
Please do.
I think vulnerable is like you're taking up to it. I feel like it's like your responsibility, but you're like, never mind.
Yeah, in the context which I am sharing, is basically the idea is that I'm not perfect. I am prone to shortcomings. I may not act perfectly all the time. Therefore, I understand there is room for improvement. Okay, that's a context. So let's talk about anger. And I'll share a story as well. Again, there are some beautiful slides by His Grace Radhisham Prabhu. And we'll quickly skim through those. Why do we get angry? Okay. Why is anger dangerous? Positive or negative outlook of life? How to overcome anger? And when should we get angry? So we will talk about this. So the first slide is basically anger is momentary madness. How many of you agree with that? Anger is momentary madness. Why do people shout in anger? Just think about logically. Let's say if I am getting angry at a person who's sitting next to me. He or she may be just a few feet away from me, correct? But if I am angry, will I talk like this? Oh, you know what happened? Oh, suddenly the tone of voice goes very high. The volume, right? Our volume goes way high. If we think rationally, maybe the person is not 20 feet away. The person is not 100 feet away. We don't need to increase the volume, correct? But we end up increasing the volume. Is it not madness? So anger is momentary madness. We lose our intelligence. There's a beautiful verse in the Bhagavad Gita which talks about anger. Who can tell any verse from Bhagavad Gita which talks about anger? Who knows a verse which talks about anger? Okay, Navya knows, Vedahi knows, Avani also knows. Navya, please go ahead.
Sorry, Prabhuji, I forgot the verse.
Okay, Krishna.
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसा संगस्तेषु पचायते संगात् संजायते कामात् कामात् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहात् सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, excellent. This is a classic verse from Bhagavad Gita 2.62 and 63, right? Are the numbers correct? 62 and 63? These two verses, and there are multiple others, at least 10 times Krishna is mentioning about anger in Bhagavad Gita. But these two are which really go to the source of why anger happens. It basically arises out when we keep contemplating, let's say you want something, new gadget, new ice cream, or whatever it is, could be small or big, and there could be two outcomes. Either you will get it or you won't get it. Either your elders, parents, grandparents will give you or won't give you. Correct? If they don't give you, then you get angry. But if they give you also, it's not that the anger doesn't come. Then there is, you may not like it, and then anger may come. Somehow or the other, the anger comes when we contemplate on sense objects. Anything which we keep pondering upon, which is not conducive for our bhakti, for our life, basically lust, leads to anger. Dhyayatu vishyan punsa sangas. Then you develop attachment. And attachment is the cause of anger. Because attachment means we expect. I expect. For example, if I expect that everyone, let's say you have a very high expectation from someone. And then when it is not fulfilled, what will happen? Okay, type in. If you set up a higher expectation, it could be anything, right? And then when it does not happen, what's the outcome? You get disappointed, you get angry, right? I'll share a story from Amog Leela Prabhu. He was sharing. You have heard of Amog Leela Prabhu, right? So he said he used to get angry or a little bit disappointed when people were late. Something like that, he said. I'm not exactly remembering. But then what happened? Then when people would forget. For example, if I told, hey, Vedahi, you have to complete this task. I really need this. And Vedahi says, yeah, I'll get it done. Don't worry. And then I'm not pointing to Vedahi, but I'm just sharing an example. So Vedahi said, yeah, she'll get it done in 2 days or 3 days. And guess what? A week flies by, 2 weeks flies by, and there is no communication from Vedahi about that task, and the task is not yet done. What will happen? Right? I might get angry that, hey, you told me you'll get this done. You told me you'll get this done in 2-3 days, but now 2-3 weeks have passed by and nothing has happened. What would be the natural outcome? Anger or disappointment, as you all said. Now, how to deal with this kind of situation? How I can handle this situation? Let's say I am the one who's a victim of anger, and you got to know the situation also. Please type in your response. How I can overcome this situation? How I can overcome my anger? Is my anger justified? And how I can overcome? Someone is saying chanting. Yes, chanting is always a solution. Very good. Someone is saying I can overcome by calming the mind. Okay. Looking at the nature. Yeah, taking deep breaths. All is very nice. Someone said very nice point. Seeking advice of saintly people. Very good. Excellent. Take suggestions from senior Vaishnavas or teachers. Very good. And elders. Take a break. Yeah. Taking deep breaths. All of these are excellent. Talking to other person you are angry at. Yes, maybe expressing. Meditation, mantra meditation, take a deep breath, japa, drink some water, read a book, Bhagavad Gita. Oh, all of you are like anger management counselors or what? This is excellent, right? You're also pros at this. Very nice. What's up, Ansh? What's on your mind?
I was saying that I feel like when to say we all know what to do, But when the time actually comes, we don't think about that and we just get angry. That's what
So
I
true,
feel like.
right? So true. His Grace Mahatma Prabhu, one of our teachers, says a wonderful thing. Whenever we are going through our lower mode, whether it is anger bothering us or some other issue bothering us, okay? Let's say, I'll clear this up. This is me, okay? And I am upset. Why? Because of the issue, right? And as Ansh said, when we are going through that lower mode, so basically the lower mode is anger here, right? Okay, anger. Now you all gave me very good advice, right? So when we are going through this lower modes, momentarily, what we should do, we should make a second version of ourselves. And this person is, so see yourself from the third perspective. So see, this is Subbilas Govindas, who is going through anger, and you know his situation. You means you are this. You are world's best counselor. Okay. So basically, if I explain in simple way, I need to separate myself. Okay, this Shubhalas Govindas, who is actually me, but I need to separate, like create like a duplicate version of yourself in your mind. Are you following this? Or is it too complex? Create a duplicate version of yourself in your mind and think, this Shubhalas Govindas is going through, or you can put your name, Ansh, Navya, Arna, etc., is going through some difficult situation and they're having an emotional outburst of anger. Now, you being you who knows his or her situation, because you know everything, right? Of what's happening to Shubhalas Govindas, or what's happening to Vidhi, or what's happening to Binayak. Now, you can give very good advice, correct? Because you know everything happened. You know his in and out. Now, you are the world's best counselor. What advice you will give? So give that advice to yourself. Take pause for some time. Give that advice to yourself whenever you're going through a lower mode, and then try to execute that advice. Are you following this? Is it too hard to comprehend? Did everyone get this? So separate yourself and give that advice to yourself for 10 minutes and try to execute it. Now, in this case, one thing which most of you missed is basically empathy also. How to deal with anger is empathy. Empathy, all of you know empathy? Who knows empathy? Who will explain a little bit about empathy? Who didn't get a chance yet to speak? Okay, let's hear from Vinita.
Hare Krishna. I guess I raised my hand, but then I lost the words to explain it. But I guess it would be empathy is like being able to feel the pain that someone else is going through, or not like feeling their pain or their joy or whatever, and you can really connect to it.
Very nice, excellent. Basically trying to put ourselves in their situation, or it's also said, put yourself in their shoes, then you'll understand their joy or suffering. So in this situation, if I would have put myself in Vedahi's shoes, then I would have really known, oh, Vedahi was not well, right? Oh, she was sick. I'm just cooking up story, right? It's not the facts, but I'm just like trying to explain a point here. And rather than being angry upon her, I should have at least spoken to her and tried to understand her situation rather than outbursting with anger. Why you didn't do this homework? Why you promised me you'll get it done, but you still didn't do it. This is not expected of you. I am so upset. I'm so sad. You have cheated me or whatever, right? I didn't expect this from you. This is like an emotional outburst of anger, madness, momentarily madness. But later, I will realize from, let's say, whether his sister or whether his mother or whether his father, oh, that she was really not well for last week. And she couldn't even go to school, what to speak of doing other things. And then what will happen? I will regret. Oh my God, momentarily madness. Why did I say so? Then I will try, Are you all following this? Does it make sense? Right? This is empathy. So give a benefit of doubt, right? Don't expect too much and give a benefit of doubt. Try to help to see others. We all want ourselves to be understood, right? But we should try to understand others first. So anger comes momentarily madness, and it can cause havoc. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita talks a lot about controlling anger, right? And all of these things which we are talking will certainly help us. And 99.9%, anger is not healthy. If someone is talking nonsense about our guru, our teachers, Vaishnavas, Prabhupada, etc., then yes, we have to express anger. But in your situation, being children, I would say it's always a safe situation to if you don't know what to do, just leave the situation. The matters won't get escalated. Let's say if I speak something and then someone tit for tat, right? We have discussed this. Will the matters get better or worse? It'll go down, right? Things will escalate. Matters will get worse. Friendships will get more. If let's say if I speak only one bad word, right? And later repent and apologize, it might be easier to, come back. But then other person, one after the other, then I speak and he speaks and she speaks and, one after the other. To patch up again will be harder, correct? So it can ruin friendships. It can ruin relationships. It can ruin, anger is like a burning charcoal. Anger is like a burning charcoal. It burns ourselves and others also. So you may think, oh, I have vented my anger. How many of you have vented your anger at some point in life? Vented like you expressed your anger, either by throwing things or speaking what you wanted to speak harshly or whatever, loud words, whatever. Okay, most of you. How many of you felt very good after that? How many of you felt bad after that? That I should have not done, right? See, so this proves the point that no one feels happy after venting anger. But momentarily madness, we lose our intelligence. We lose the buddhi nasha. Buddhi ka nash ho jata hai. Intelligence doesn't work. The ability to discriminate what is right and what is wrong is gone. And guess what? When we don't know what is right and what is wrong, then what kind of words are coming through our mouth? Will we have control over that? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Because we have lost our intelligence, we'll have no control. We will speak rubbish. We will harm ourselves and will harm others also. Correct? Okay, story time. And then I'll take some thoughts from you. This is a beautiful story. Lot of names, so keep your hands ready on your keypads. I'll pause, and when I pause, it's a chance for you to fill in the blank. Everyone ready? This story, yes, Ansh.
So we just type it like how we've been typing in the chat.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct, correct. When I take a pause, you will try to fill in the blanks and yeah. The story is about Saudasa, who was cursed to be a cannibal. I'm reading this from Bhagavatam Tales Part 3. In the dynasty of Bhagirath, Bhagirath was a great king in the Solar dynasty or Lord Ram's dynasty. There was a great king named Saudasa. There was a great king named Saudasa. If I want to type Saudda, A means like put emphasis over there. Okay, I think you got that. And once he went to the forest for hunting. So in the forest, he saw a Rakshasa. Rakshas means a demon, a fierce demon who accustomed to troubling innocent people. Everything making sense so far? So Saudas went for hunting in the forest, and then he saw a demon, a Rakshasa, who used to trouble people. So Saudas fought with the Rakshasa and killed this Rakshasa. The Rakshasa had a brother who wanted to take revenge on very good, on the king. That was Saudasa. Later, when Saudasa returned to the kingdom, the Rakshasa's brother came to the king's palace and entered his kitchen in the disguise of a, guess what? Entered the kitchen in the disguise of a, have you already read the story?
I've read it. Remember we were doing book distribution today, and you told us like we need to distribute books. Like for some time, I read this story. That's why I know all the answers.
Okay, but I think for those who are typing, most of you have not read the story, right? But you guessed it very well. I'm very happy to see that. Chef or cook. So his brother entered in the guise of a cook. One day, Sudasa invited the guru, his guru, Sudasa's guru, whose name was Vashishta. Please come for dinner. The Rakshasa cook then intentionally served sage Vashisht human flesh. Right? Are you getting the plot? Right? Seeing that, Vashishta Muni became offended. He angrily spoke to Saudasa, the king. Yes. O king, you have invited me to take meals at your home, and then you are feeding me human flesh? I'm a Brahmana. Do you think I'm a Rakshasa who eats human flesh? For this grave offense of yours, I curse you to become a man-eating man-eating demon, Rakshasa. Yes. So Saudasa had never this intention to insult whom? Saudasa never had the intention to insult. Very good, very good. Please do fast. Yes, his guru, the Brahmana. Who was that? Vashishta Muni. The human flesh was served by the Rakshasa and not by Saudasa. But considering the facts and not even inquiring, see, kind of very similar to what me and Avani were having this, me and Vedi were conversation, right? Doesn't it sound similar? Rather than inquiring about the situation, Vashishta impulsively cursed Saudasa. Correct? Impulsively. You know this word? All of you know this word? Impulsively. Impulse, pulse, like fast, vague, speed. All these momentarily madness. How dare you do this? How? Why? So he cursed Saudasa. So even great sages sometimes, become angry and impulsively, unnecessarily curse innocent people. Was there a mistake of Saudasa? Was there a genuine mistake? In mine and Vedahi's situation, was there any genuine mistake of Vedahi? No. But I impulsively spoke harsh words. That's, I mean, in a hypothetical story which we were talking about. I didn't do that, fortunately, so far. But in that cooked up story we were talking about. So Saudasa, now, who was very angry at Saudasa? His guru, Vashishta, correct? Now Saudasa became very angry at Vashishta Muni's curse. Intending to curse Vashishta in return, he took water in his hands and chanted the Shapa mantra. You've seen? They take water in the hand and sharp. Okay, I will curse you. They take the water as a pratigya, right? The hymns of curse. Then his wife, whose wife? Saudasa's wife, Damayanti, immediately stopped him by saying, "Oh, Saudasa, the great king, it's not proper to curse a Brahmana and a guru." Right? So the wife basically helped Saudasa to calm down. See, good association. You see, are you able to link here? Good association helps us to calm down. Hearing his wife's advice, Saudasa restrained himself from cursing Vashishta. I remember exactly, I was at a situation, someone said harsh words. I was about to blow up, and my good wife, my good intelligence, she calmed me down. Don't say that. I really remember that day. She said, don't, this is going to escalate matter, right? If you speak any harsh words at this time, I know you're hurt, but if you speak any harsh words, it will bring no good to anyone, right? So I really remember that day. So having good association around, it could be our friends, it could be our husband, wife, parents, etc. Hearing his wife's advice, Saudasa restrained himself from cursing Vashishta. He threw the water on his own feet, because if he had thrown that water anywhere else, it would have harmed the living beings in that direction. Think about that. Where did he throw the water? On his own feet. Not even trying to harm the living beings in that direction, because that water was charged with negative energy, the cursed water. So the cursed water that Saudasa threw on his feet created a black spot on his feet. Therefore, Saudasa was also called Kalmasha Pada. Kalmasha means dirt or impurity. Pada means feet. Saudasa was also called Kalmasha Pada. Okay. Realizing his mistake, Vashishta Muni made the curse on Saudasa last only for 12 years. So he could not, take the curse or words back, but he nullified. Like, what was the curse Vashishta Muni gave? Who knows that?
That he needs
Type
to
in, type in, please. Type in. What was the curse given by Vashishta Muni to Saudasa? Yeah, he become a cannibal or a man-eating Rakshasa, demon. And then he said, okay, you will be in this situation for 12 years. Good? Everyone good so far? Because of Vashishta's curse, Saudasa acquired the nature of a man-eating Rakshasa and wandered in the forest. One day he saw a Brahmana couple in the forest and wanted to eat the flesh of the Brahmana. Right? Then the wife of the Brahmana begged Saudasa, "O king, you are the descendant of the Ishvaku dynasty or Ram's dynasty. You are not a Rakshasa. Please do not act cruelly. Please return my husband. He is a learned Brahmana performing devotional austerities for Lord Hari's pleasure. A saintly king must protect Brahmana and not act to harm them." Okay, the wife prayed for the safety of the husband. In this way, the wife of Brahmana's wife piteously requested Saudasa not to kill her husband, but because of the power of Vashishta's curse, Saudasa exhibited the nature of a Rakshasa and ate the Brahmana. You must be wondering, okay, like sometimes stories, there was suspense, right? So he ended up eating the Brahmana. Overwhelmed with grief, the chaste Brahmani Curse Sodasa, O fool, O sinful man, you have separated me from my husband because you have eaten him up. I will not have a child now. I curse you that you will die wherever you go, whenever you go near your wife, and you will not have a child. So now he got one more curse from the Brahmani's wife, that he cannot go near the wife and he cannot have a child. He'll die if he does that. Then the Brahmana's wife set fire to her husband's bones, because that's what was left. He ate the flesh. And out of intense separation from him, she also fell in the fire herself. She thus attained the same destination as her husband. After living Rakshasa for 12 years, Saudasa was released from Vashishta's curse. Because of the curse of the Brahmana's wife, Saudasa could not get a child. Later, by the power of Vashishta, Saudasa's wife. Bonus point if you can tell the name of who was Saudasa's wife. Let's see who is that smart, intelligent person who can tell Saudasa's wife name. I told once in the story. Wow, good job, Vedai, Krishna, good job. Krishna, you heard it. Yeah, Navya, good try. Deva. Something, yeah. Damyanti, right? You remember now? Damyanti, Saudasa's wife. But by the power of Vashishta's blessings, Damyanti got a child. After 7 years, there were celebrations in all corners of the kingdom, and when the king got a child. Okay, I'll take a pause here. Thoughts from the story, and any thoughts, connections, questions about anger, how to deal with anger. We talked about a lot of things today. Let's take some thoughts, some reflections. And while we are doing so, we're also going to have a Kahoot quiz in next few minutes. We're going to start. So you can get ready for that as well. And I'm also trying to get myself ready for the Kahoot quiz. Go ahead, unmute. Who's going to speak? Who wants to ask or tell something? Karina, please go ahead.
So, Hare Krishna, Babuji. My question is, like, we shouldn't come to the conclusion of anger just like right after some small petty thing. But what happens when we always build up that anger inside of us when we try not to do it? Like, for example, if I go to school and these kids keep bullying me, but I keep the anger inside of me, but like every single day throughout the year, they keep on bullying me. What do I do about that? Like, do I throw the anger at them, or do I still keep it in?
No, keeping it is not a solution. It's like a volcano. If you keep storing it, it will erupt one day volcanically. Has anyone experienced that? Right? It will like, so if the problem is happening every day, then we need to address it, right? If let's say someone bullies us one time, we may control, tolerate, but if it's happening again, then we can tell, hey, this is not the right way to talk or behave. And if you do this, I'm going to complain to the authorities. It could be parents, it could be grandparents, it could be teachers, right? And then let them intervene in the situation. And what do you think? Is that going to work?
That works for me, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
What do you think, Vedi, Nishita? What do you think? You're all more elder to Karina. Nishita, what do you think? Will that work? Or what advice you would give?
Just to like stay calm, I guess.
Oh, I can't hear you. You have to express energy how you smash in volleyball.
Just to like stay calm.
Stay calm, but I think her point is to like if someone is bullying, can we just like stay calm like all the times and let
Because,
them?
because Prabhuji, this actually happens to me, so that's why I want to know.
We should like tell
Okay.
someone.
We should tell someone, elders. Okay, were they?
Yeah, I was gonna say you should definitely go to someone who has like authority over the people who are bullying you, and they'll be able to find a way to help you that won't involve you getting hurt anymore or having to hold all that anger in.
So yeah, in short, we should reach out to authorities, parents, teachers in this case, if it's happening over and over again. So I know time is running fast. Is that okay, Karina?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Ansh, what's in your mind?
I was just gonna say that sometimes in schools, like if you go to like tell someone, like tell an adult, I've seen this happen to my friend before. He tried like telling someone that he got bullied, but then a lot of people told him that if he told a teacher, then no one's gonna be friends with him. But I told him you should tell the teacher, I'll still be friends with them. So he did tell the teacher, and he did the right thing.
Yeah. Good. I think this is good. Any other question besides this point? Anyone has? Okay, so I won't share anything new. Focus on the 2 verses. Okay, that will be your homework. The 2 verses which most of you have learned one or half or whatever, wherever you are. The first verse from Nectar of Instruction and the 2.69. So Vedai is going to post that. Yes, Ansh, what's... Yeah, unmute, please. I can't hear you.
Prabhuji, could you please just read the verses so I can write it down?
Yeah, 2.69 from Gita, and the first verse of Nectar of Instruction. Lakshay is asking if we can do the color kingdom mode. Color kingdom mode. Player.
Prabhuji, other than single player and team, is there any more options we can play? Like
Team mode.
no, other than team mode and single player mode, like is there any more options we can?
Yeah, I don't know much. All of you know a lot. Let me share. Why don't I share with you and you decide what we should do? This is what I see. So many modes, but looks like these are premium, but we can try free.
Yeah.
Try
free. The color
We can go on premium mode, Prabhuji. Oh, I meant color kingdoms, Prabhuji. Let's do color kingdoms.
Want to color kingdoms?
But
Yes.
doesn't that cost money, Prabhuji, for premium
No,
mode?
that's free. This one is free.
So work together to spread kingdom. What's the duration?
It says the recommended Prabhuji is 3 minutes.
Prabhuji, I think this is like you keep going. So like
The questions keep repeating.
repeating, yeah. Yeah.
When it goes through.
You keep going until like the time runs out.
So it's individual based. It's not like theme.
Prabhuji, we can do that. I like that.
Prabhuji,
color
it's team
kingdom.
play. It's team, but like you can do it by yourself.
Yeah, and the questions keep repeating.
Yeah.
Should I start this? What do you say?
Yeah.
Sure, Prabhuji.
3 minutes? Okay. Get ready to join. I'll turn the video also, audio. Can you all hear? Oh, you're joining team, huh? It's interesting. So you're getting randomly assigned. Are you
Yeah.
getting randomly assigned to this team?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Why is it always that I want a team of girls? Why?
No, Tharv is with you. Don't worry. We have.
Oh.
Okay, don't worry. It's random. You understand random, right? Wow, this looks interesting. Shall we start?
Yes,
Is
Prabhuji.
everyone in?
I think everyone is in, Prabhuji, because there's
Okay, all the
18.
best. All the best to everyone.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, hear this. Watch this. Use flags to win land tiles. You all know this stuff?
Prabhuji, my brother played it before, so he knows this stuff.
All of you have know this stuff?
I don't, Prabhuji.
I don't
Okay,
know.
then pay attention. Your team's goal is to grow the empire by spreading your color across the battlefield. Okay? Tip, surround a zone to claim it. If you claim this, if you surround like the red, then everything becomes your zone. And the goal is to expand your zone. Okay? Let's begin. General question QA about Bhakti, which we have covered in the past classes. Wow, interestingly, I can't see now. Are you seeing questions?
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, wow. This is interesting. I can't see anything. Anyways, you're happy, I'm happy. Let's see which team wins. Looks like the red team. The red team is winning. Oh my god, the blue is competing. It is close competition. The fire and the ocean. Wow, it's interesting. Wow, now we have got 2 ocean tiles. Oh, we wait here. Are you all enjoying this? I am happy to see you all enjoying this. I can't see from your perspective, but looks interesting. We want to go to 3 tiles. Only 1 minute remaining, my dear friends. It's deciding. Wow, the team Ocean has really picked up the pace and about to cross. Come on, let's see which team will win.
Prabhuji, if you surround a base like another base, then you win. I think that's how you win.
20 seconds remaining. Oh my god. This is going to be very interesting. 10 seconds almost. Oh my god, someone did something special. Vinita, wow. Vinita did some Herculean task, I guess. Good job, Vinita. Time's up. Let's see what happened here.
Team Fire won.
I think it might have been a tie.
Oh, the team fire.
Let's go! We win! Go!
I think Vinita did something
go.
magic and really
We need to
saved us.
surround a big area.
Yeah.
Let's go. Good game.
Wow.
Good game.
Good job. Good job. Did you like the questions and everything?
Yes, yes.
Was it fun?
Yes, it was fun.
Maybe we should play this mode next time.
Yeah, we should play. No, he has to buy it technically.
Color Kingdom is free, like no matter how
Yeah,
late.
I think initially they're giving that free trial. So, well, it's fine. I'm glad that you all liked it. And thanks, Lakshya, for suggesting. I didn't know that this new thing has come up. Was it easy to understand? Like, did you all know what was happening?
Yeah, I knew it. I
It's
got a
not
couple
new
ones
thing,
wrong.
It was actually there from the start of Kahoot. Like they just added some new features.
Oh, good. Very good. You all had fun?
Yes, Prabhuji,
Okay,
thank
good.
you for
So, I know
the
it's time. So 2 verses will be your focus for next week. And I'm going to travel. I'm traveling next week. I'll be in Dallas, Texas for most of the next week from Tuesday to Thursday and Saturday. And I'm going to pray to Sri Radha Kalachandji for all of you, because all of you are very special to me. And please take the verses seriously, okay? You have to memorize, you have to spend, it's not hard. We're already spending so much time here in the class. You have to spend little time every day. Even if you spend like 5 minutes every day, you'll be easily able to memorize those verses, okay? And you'll become expert of Bhagavad Gita. I want all of you to be. Just focus on the 2 verses and catch up on pending things, if any. Okay, so thank you so much. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhyaivacha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveti Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.